Kia ora, g'day, welcome back here with part two, this time, of the second part of the Australian story, The Last Commando, Mr. Cameron Baird, VC. So let's jump back in.
When Cam was shot, I didn't really know much. I sort of got wind of something going on while waiting for the helicopters for my extraction. It wasn't until I remember clearly when I got back to TK, to the surgical table, that I was told directly. Yeah. I was devastated. Yep, very devastated.
For my platoon, we were on the ground for approximately 5 to 60 hours. We had 30 plus enemy insurgent fighters that we killed that day.
Every mission we conduct, we will not put people in harm's way unless the mission is worth doing that. That mission had clear objectives, clear aims. We achieved those objectives and those aims.
Cameron was brung in. We got him in onto the hospital bed. It was important to me. I knew it would be important to all the boys that he was looked after. We gave him a proper clean, cleaned his face, and we dressed his wounds. And we had some quiet time with him until we transported him back to the morgue. It's pretty much that day.
Cameron Baird.
One of their rituals is to light a candle, and they maintain an honour guard outside the mortuary.
Corporal Cameron Baird! Booyah, Corporal Cameron Baird!
Over that period of time, they stand there taking turns to guard the mortuary. And it's a privileged place to be, to see a group of men doing that, quietly guard their friend until it's time to say goodbye.
Wow. That's awesome to hear. And to see that as well. Powerful, eh? Like, hits me just hearing this Padre speak about it, but also seeing the footage of those soldiers there standing quietly, standing guard, watching over their fallen comrades, brothers, sisters, maybe in case there's some the females that have lost their lives and stuff as well. But that's just awesome. That's much love and respect, America, for your treatment of and your reverence to those that have made the ultimate sacrifice, that have given everything, and standing guard, having that honor guard and watching over them whilst they're there. It's that's special, man. That's awesome. Yeah, appreciate you.
You pay the ultimate sacrifice for us, and we are forever in your debt. Forever the man we all strive to be. We'll miss you, buddy.
Most of Cam's team, we escorted his body all the way back to Australia.
I was in the bedroom. I was just watching, I think it was the rugby test. And we heard the doorbell go at around about 7:15 on the Saturday night.
And I opened the door and I knew straight away that what it was.
I heard her say, "Oh no," and I knew then that there was something wrong. And when I came to the door and I seen 3 gentlemen dressed in army uniform, I knew what the news was going to be.
time after, basically when we found out that Cameron had been killed, well, it was basically the start of a snowball. Every ceremony that you have is a constant reminder of what's happened. And the hardest ceremony for us was when Cameron arrived home at Richmond Air Base.
That's kind of when it became real, when you see the box coming off of the plane and his friends are carrying him inside, and that was just horrendous.
Very difficult time. That was, this is the way Cameron is. He's gone.
For the most conspicuous acts of valour, extreme devotion to duty, and ultimate self-sacrifice at Gorjak village, the day after Cam was killed, his team members approached me and said, we need to have a chat about Cam's actions yesterday. And I knew from exactly what they were telling me that this had to go somewhere. For a third time, Corporal Baird selflessly drew enemy fire away from his team and assaulted the doorway. And to write up a VC citation for an Australian soldier, without a doubt, is one of the most humbling experiences that I'll experience in my lifetime, and one of the pinnacles of my military career.
This one was from Heath, another school friend. I was very sad and upset to hear of Cameron's passing. He was and always will be one of the good guys and one of the most genuine and fair blokes I have ever met. I won't forget him. We were just trying to get our lives back together again when we received, a few months down the track, a phone call from the Chief of Army saying that he wanted to meet with us.
And he came out and he said that the decision had been made, that the Queen had signed off, and that Cameron was going to be presented with a Victoria Cross.
We were just overwhelmed, felt ecstatic, because we thought this is a great honour. So we had to actually fly straight down to Canberra, but we weren't to say a word to anyone. It was totally a secret.
It's amazing. I think I touched on it in the first part of the reaction for this part 2. Just seeing all those letters and stuff there, and I think she read out a letter from, I don't know if it was a friend or somebody that, again, I touched on, no doubt the people that he met or interacted with in the lives that he would have touched, not just the brothers in the military, but brothers on the footy field, people that he would have went to school with or played music with. He had a passion for music by the looks of things, and a talent for it. But man, and this is cool how this has come about. His platoon commander, I think, and doing the write-up, really humbling, really awesome to hear his words as well about that being one of the most humbling experiences of his military career, and also one of the pinnacles of his military career. Having the privilege, having the opportunity to write something like that based on what his men have given him the feedback on about Cameron Baird's actions that day. Definitely played on the blinking heartstrings for me personally, seeing the mum, but also hearing the dad as well. I think the dad got me more than mum's comments through there. Just tough, man, tough. But that's why I couldn't pause it during that part to talk. Because I could feel, just the emotion, the love, the sadness, the loss, the heaviness of the moment. But a lot of strength, man. His teammates, for their ability to speak and communicate as well as they have been and as well as they do, and to his parents and to his brother and his partner as well, his sweetheart that he's left behind. Man.
We'll just break out of there because the Prime Minister has just stepped up in federal Parliament.
To solemnly inform the House, in the presence of family and our military chiefs, that the 100th Victoria Cross has been awarded to an Australian.
We were up training and our sergeant has come in and said, everyone down at the TV now.
This award is to the late Corporal Cameron Baird.
The noise that we made when we saw the announcement up there was it's a concrete building, but I'm pretty sure it shook. It was a really big moment to find out that he'd been awarded a VC, because there was no one more deserved, I don't think.
Your Excellency, to be posthumously awarded the Victoria Cross for Australia, Corporal Cameron Baird.
I think it's a very important thing for us to know the stories of our Victoria Cross winners.
With complete disregard for his own safety, Corporal Baird charged towards the enemy positions.
The Victoria Cross is an extraordinarily special decoration, and the process is a very rigorous one. It's our most eminent award for bravery in wartime. You are wrapped in the care and love of Australians across our country. I remember every minute of that occasion and the great sense of honour and deep privilege that I felt in holding that Victoria Cross and putting it in the hands of his parents. This precious symbol of the finest human values of courage, conspicuous courage.
To have Cameron's team at the back and his comrades there from to Commando was very fitting, and I'm so glad that they were all there.
We've seen the VC as something that it's equally shared amongst all the boys in 2nd Commando, and we wanted to make sure that they knew we were sharing the moment with them. When we looked down there and did what we did to Kay and myself, give them a wave, we were acknowledged, and it was just a simple thumbs up. That's all that mattered.
For Doug and Kay to be so kind in their moment, to be so selfless and share it with us was very nice and was profound, and certainly something that we'll reflect upon in the years to come.
As a family, I think we're doing okay. We're probably in a much better place than what we were a few months ago. We feel for the other families, those other soldiers, and not only the ones who have been killed, but the injured ones. I do wonder, what will happen when all the troops come out? Will it go back to the way it was? Was it all for nothing? I would like to think that it's not all for nothing because of the 40 that have been killed over there. But he died doing what he loved, and he wouldn't have been happy doing anything else.
I kind of worry sometimes that so much of the experience of Afghanistan is being carried by a small cohort. And, in a sense, it's always been the gift of the veteran to us that they insulate us from that experience. But we really ought to know about what they do.
Yeah, I have my days where it's hard. I don't think it's necessarily bad to talk about it because I saw so much bravery and sacrifice and so much good work done that day.
Life in the regiment without Cameron is different. He has left a void. But frankly, Cameron lives on through each of us. I think he's grown a couple of inches since he died. The guys still look up to him, and they strive to be half the man that Cameron was. So in many ways, the legend, the legacy of Cameron certainly lives on.
You say what you want to say and let the words fall out.
So my Cam story starts with the fact that Cam is a massive AC/DC fan.
Being the size he was, he actually picked up the guitarist and put him on his shoulders and began to parade around the crowd.
Two of his favourite things were beer and ice cream at the same time.
He would walk up to you in the hallway and sort of shout while doing a high kick above your head.
Just a great bloke, you know, and I miss him a lot.
There's a cool ending in terms of just those little snippets. It would have been good if it went on a little bit longer, but man, yeah, my eyes teared up a bit. Hearing the dad, you know, talking as him and his sweetheart are receiving the Victoria Cross for their son. Yeah, the acknowledgement that him and the dad and the mum gave to his brothers in the back. Pretty sure I saw a part of that in there. Mark Donaldson looked like Dono was sitting there present, which isn't a surprise for him to be there, to, you know, be sitting back, to want to be there to support and acknowledge the huge sacrifice and the recognition and award that Corporal Cameron Baird, VC, rest in peace, deserves. Yeah, man, what an impact and legacy that Cameron clearly has had on people. And yeah, just the impact, not so much the my expression of feelings and stuff there, not because I didn't know Cameron. I didn't know him personally, wasn't close mates with him or anything like that. We just share a bond in terms of having served in the Australian Defence Force together. And it was more just, yeah, just the love from the dad and the mum as well, obviously. But just the dad speaking and that voice, yeah, generated some emotions in me that, yeah, just out of love and respect, basically, for them and their family, for Cameron Baird, VC himself, for his brothers, for the 2 Commando unit and those that were over there fighting the fight and putting in some big shifts and a heck of a lot of work to try to achieve the outcomes which they were achieving at the time. It's just a shame, I guess, things aren't. Yeah, I don't know if things are back to how they were before they went there, or if things are any better. But it's tragic in terms of the amount of loss that has taken place on all sides, not just Cameron Baird's, not just one country's, but from all sides. So anyway, man, privileged. I feel privileged to have had the opportunity to watch, react to these, shed a few tears, which caught me off guard. I could actually feel it a couple of times earlier, and probably in part 1 as well, but I think I did a better job of holding those back. But yeah, just very, very grateful. Makes me grateful to have had the opportunity to serve. Makes me grateful to know people that have served and done some amazing things as well as part of their service. Makes me grateful also for those that are putting their hand up to look forward to go and serve, those that currently serve and those that are looking to come serve or go and serve in the future. It's huge. You are greatly appreciated, and as you should be. Yeah. So that's really all I have here. Appreciate your time. Appreciate any input that you give and or time to this channel. Very, very much. Thank you very much. To anybody going through difficulties, hard times, challenges, heartache, to the Baird family, thank you very much for having the strength, the courage to be vulnerable, to share with us your experiences of your son, of your brother, of your mate, to 2 Commando, to those guys as well, to the media that took the time to go and collect this vital information so that it can be captured, preserved, and used, shared to help others. But also, no doubt, this would be, and Cameron Baird himself and his mates, that whether parents like it or not, things like this are going to inspire your children. Maybe not all of them, but some of those children around the world to want to serve, to want to go and join the Defence Force, to want to serve and do a job like what Cameron Baird has done. So, yeah, just grateful. grateful to all of those that have been part of this and putting this together. So with those challenges and trials that you may be going through, I hope brighter days are ahead for the Baird family, and that they're in a really great space now. It's all well and good to say, oh yeah, this was 10, 14, 10, 12, 13, 14 years ago, whatever. But yeah, I don't think that pain would ever go away. So yeah, keep turning up, keep staying in the fight, know that better days are ahead, that the sun will shine again, and keep trying to navigate your way, or for each of us, trying to navigate our way through those things, those difficulties, those heartaches, those hardships. Stay consistent, stay disciplined, and good things will happen. Good times, the sun will shine again, and good times will come back around. There is a light at the end of that tunnel. So, as always, go always a little further. Remember, who dares wins and who cares wins. And until the next video, a big mana wave coming from me to you, filled with my aroha, respect, appreciation, and gratitude for you all.